Sit back, relax, and imagine yourself on your next peaceful island getaway, sitting by the beach, hitting the waves, or enjoying lunch at a local cafe. Because today I want to take you to a place of crystal clear blue water, green forest trails, history, and culture that reaches well beyond the surface of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites of this charming island destination. Welcome to Norfolk Island. We'll be spending 5 days here, swimming, exploring, and checking out exactly what's on offer and how best to see it as a visitor to Norfolk Island. To start the journey, Norfolk Island is a quick 2 to 2.5 hour flight with departures from both Sydney and Brisbane, landing you directly into the heart of the lush green pine trees and rolling hills, surrounded by coral reefs and surf breaks. The best way to get around the island is by car or in an iwi truck like this, which you can pick up directly from the airport. And the best part? No matter where you're headed, you're guaranteed the scenic route, with each coastal road and country lane boasting views of the ocean, pines, historic sites, or farmland that give a real island charm. It's nice to give a little wave when passing by another car here on the island, and you can be guaranteed a friendly local wave back. Checked into our beautiful island home for the duration of our stay, we quickly discovered just how accessible the island is, with beaches, shops, and trails no more than a relaxed 10-minute drive away. That is, of course, unless you stop for peak hour island style. So now we're here, what does the island offer? For us, the best place to start was with a guided hike through the Norfolk Island National Park, along the coastal and ever-scenic Bridle Trail. There are a number of well-maintained walks to be found here, traversing through everything from rainforest to pines and out along coastal cliffs and lookouts, with the Captain Cook Lookout being a highlight and incredible vantage point over the South Pacific Ocean. Following a walk, there is no better way to cool off than by jumping into the crystal clear water of Emily Bay, a popular swimming spot for locals and calm protected bay for the island. The beach here is ringed by pine trees, making for a rather iconic and uniquely Norfolk Island backdrop as you splash, swim, sunbathe, and jump off the bay's gorgeous floating pontoon, relaxing right on the water into the afternoon. Beyond swimming, Emily Bay is also a lovely place to kayak and made even more spectacular from atop of a clear bottom kayak. The outer edge of the bay is protected by reef and makes for the perfect place to paddle, with fish and colourful coral just beneath the surface. For those looking for a little more adventure, the coastline also boasts a number of surf breaks and what I personally thought to be some of the most spectacular rock pools I've swam in. The water here is deep, clear, and perfect for anyone looking to make a splash into island living. Norfolk Island is evidently full of natural beauty, but we all know hitting the trails to the surf can be hungry work. So with everything from a local supermarket to restaurants and cafes, here are a few of our dining highlights to add to your island itinerary. For breakfast, there are a number of cafes and coffee spots to relax and soak up the sun on the island. But a standout for us was the Golden Orb Cafe, a relaxed but popular local meeting spot nestled under palms right off the main street. For For dinner, we loved the dining experience at the homestead. Set on property amongst ancient fig trees, we would highly recommend a dinner here as a must-do for anyone staying on the island. For a laid-back midday moment, we headed to the Norfolk Island Brewery and the Salty Beer Garden, both of which had a great atmosphere and reflected the welcoming culture of Norfolk Island and its people, who have a deep connection to it and the islands of the South Pacific. Norfolk's story and the story of its people is a truly incredible one, of voyages through rough seas, overcoming the challenges of establishing a new settlement, and eventually becoming the stunning Norfolk Island we know today. A walk along the UNESCO-recognised Kingston waterfront, visit to the Bounty Museum, cyclorama, or drive around the island helps uncover early history as one of the harshest penal settlements under the British Empire. It was a place for the worst reoffenders to be sent from Australia from 1825, and a stark contrast to the peaceful landscape today. After the abandonment of the settlement in 1855, with the island deemed unsuitable for a penal colony, it was the year later, in 56, that the people of Pitcairn Island, who had outgrown their smaller island home, were relocated to Norfolk Island, with many descendants of the original Pitcairn settlers still calling Norfolk Island their home today. There is much more to the rich history of Norfolk Island today, and is now home to a people welcoming others to come and uncover it, through many mediums including weaving, storytelling and dance, that you can see and experience with locals around the island, through handmade crafts at the weekend market, or simply by getting out to explore this special place. The last of our time here was spent snorkeling in shallow reefs, taking in the island's natural beauty at a slower pace, with the takeaway that you could easily spend days here soaking up the sun, jumping in the water and sitting back taking in coastal views surrounded by a vibrant, close-knit community. Perfect for a relaxed beachside getaway.